Hello, 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 and welcome, either back or for the first time. Now, today we shall be continuing on in our journey in Life is Strange 2, continuing with episode 4, which is titled... The last one was Wasteland? Oh, I may have mistitled mine. I looked it up and it said choices. Maybe that was a different one. Oh, I'll have to change that. Whoopsie. Anywho, what's this episode titled? Faith. Rather ironic. Now, we were somewhere. Oh yes, yes. It's probably been a few days since the last one came out. Had some difficulties with that. Had to do the whole edit thing on YouTube because my laptop can't handle complicated edits. And Genesis, like YouTube just took a while to edit. First the sound thing, then it was like blurring the entire gameplay footage for a couple of seconds here and there, because Anna, I'm not letting you demonetize my videos. Now, what else? What else? Also, the last few days have just been so exhausting for me, like, not being able to do stuff because people ask me to commit time to, like, do stuff with them or help them with something, and then, like, you know, my condition, it's like people are thinking, he's got nothing going on. He can wait for me 2+ hours, 3+ hours while I go off and, well, quite frankly, in both cases, just get drunk. So, yeah, it's very frustrating trying to dedicate time to do stuff, and people ask for your help or ask to hang out, and then it's like, blow you off because your time is less important than theirs because of Asperger's. Yay. Oh well, nevertheless, I am continuing on with this, and I'll have to look for other stuff to start doing soon. There's this fighting game that came on the Game Pass recently. I thought maybe that would be fun to do a one-off video of. Oh yes, and just rambling a bit about my days recently. Been catching up with more of the Overlord Shadow House, having a great time, and recently revisited Ace Dandy. Did a playthrough of that you can find on the channel. What's it, just a one-off stream on a... I want to say it would be a Thursday stop, but it could be old enough that it was a different day. You know, the schedule has shifted slightly while keeping the same format, but... yeah, played through that recently. If you want to go look at that, I'm gonna do a review of it very soon. So, yeah. Now, where was I? Genesis. Oh, yes. Be sure to do all that good stuff for YouTube. Liking, subscribing, commenting down below, hitting the bell. Not only for this channel, but my other one, Sod Passion Projects. What's a channel I just kind of like talk about stuff, including doing reviews, where you'll find that A Standard review. Maybe for next week. Already had the, Hellblade Senua Sacrifice review come out, and I kind of need a review, so who knows? May get that done later today or tomorrow. Now, I believe with all that out of the way, and nothing else I particularly want to talk about, it's time for us to transition into the game. I miss saying transition. It's a lot more fun when you're live. Nevertheless, transition. Now, there we are. Continue. Episode 4.
Once upon a time,
oh no, in a wild
world, there were two wolf brothers living in their home lair, their Papa Wolf. They lived in peace until hunters took their death.
Just gonna take a second. The connection keeps acting. I've done everything I possibly can. I desperately need a new update. A new computer. Like, recently, like, offline, the thing went into bio mode twice, and I have no idea what caused it, and it's, like, very worrying. So, link tree in the description, which leads to various ways you could donate. That would be a huge help. Nevertheless. The hunters took them away.
And they had to go on the run. That the little one was not an ordinary wolf.
I love that just like living in the same societal places they were before, but just wolves now. Come on, capture code. We're gonna try this once live. Hopefully that helps.
Hide out. They, they were
Very
happy.
nice. Mm-hmm. I
The wolf
swear.
got very. They had to move on.
This everything.
Made it to the home of their ancestors. The old wolves took care of them.
Hmm?
Unfortunately, the hunters were at them.
That's not great.
The brothers had to stay again, so they decided to keep going south.
Jesus, that's insufferable. Hold on, I'm gonna pause for a second and plug it. That is not like a dip in and out every now and again. That is just poppity choppy through every line of dialogue. Insufferable. Now did that fix it? Let's see.
They soon entered the old forest of the giants, where they met a pack of stray dogs
Okay, this
who
is
worked
better.
in a secret farm. The brothers joined them and worked
Hmm.
hard to stock up on gold for the future. They were happy to find others like
It's
them,
surreal.
and everybody loved the little wolf, who
Aw,
was growing up fast.
that's sweet.
His power was growing too. The little wolf was more and more confident and independent.
I mean,
The big brother
complicated.
hooked up with the leader of the pack.
I'm still bitter about Cassidy. That was the one I would have preferred. But I get Finn, was it? He'll do. If he is even around. I feel like it's kind of a meaningless point to touch upon in this game, a romance, when it's been constantly shifting location from episode to episode with little chance of an overlap.
And he taught him so much about life.
Heh.
Suddenly,
No mention of Cassidy at all? Like, oh, come on.
the mean farmers who owned the land tried to hurt the brothers. The little cub was injured.
Oh.
He transformed into a super wolf and destroyed everything.
That's a charitable way to
Big
put it.
brother was badly wounded. And worse, he didn't know where the little cub was.
That can't be good. Probably gonna have to find him. Also, we better get money after that. We better. I swear, if I went down that path and I don't even get the placebo of like a fatter wallet because of it, oh, I'm gonna be furious. Oh, so furious. Come on. What, we're still anti? No, this is different. There you go. No, this is the starting area. Oh my god, it's gonna be another flashback. It's gonna be another flashback with the dad. It's just his death feels like nothing to me now.
Hey, Sean. I'm sorry.
Oh wait, no, it's to when
I
we're
didn't
here.
mean to. It was a bad idea.
Daniel. No way. It's all good.
Wish we didn't go along with Finn, even though I wanted to.
It's okay, dude. You're my brother.
Hmm?
And that's all that counts.
Oh,
So,
this is the
Why
fantasy
don't
of
you come get
his.
me?
Okay, this is interesting.
I'm alone, Sean. I don't know
Like-
what to do.
You wanted to be alone. Like, yeah, we should
I'm scared.
look after you. But if
Don't
you
get so
Close to the edge, yes. Okay, it's better, but not fixed altogether. But again, if you saw that glass in eye and just still ran off and then try and look after us, I don't know. Daniel has kind of lost me. It's plot is constantly propelled by him making bad choices, and it is very frustrating.
Please, come and get me.
Yes, I swear. Stop!
Hmm. So, we're in a hospital and need to pull an escape. It's 2 months after, and we're not in handcuffs, so I take it we have given them a false identity. Or they have someone on guard at the door, but even then, with flight risks, they tend to handcuff them to the bed.
Fuck. Daniel,
Yet.
this must be my punishment.
Not great. Sketchbook.
Can't even focus on the page. This sucks ass, man.
Oof. It's come for weeks blind and oh, going to jail soon. Hospital freaks me out. Hey, oh yeah, we're not even getting the money. What was the point of episode 3 then? What is the point if like it was all leading back to here, regardless of our choices? This would be perfectly fine if like a bad outcome. If you made the wrong choices, didn't respond quickly enough, things just didn't go your way. But like, goodness gracious, like no matter what choice I made, the fact that I would end up here regardless is really deeply frustrating. And I don't even have the money now, do I? I'm gonna be flat broke again. It's like all for nothing. Tried to draw to kill the time. This room is like a cage, but I suck now. No depth perception. No. I mean, you can. What's it? Focus on some sort of stylization. Focuses immediate migraine. Oh, that's a shame. She's trying to bond with me, trap me or trust me. So fucked. Cops still can't find Daniel after the explosion. He's out there alone. That's great. Happy birthday, Daniel. Wherever you are, no. Oh. Oh yeah, it was back like 2016, yeah. Well, setting a few years behind, which is even older now, which, yeah. Passage of time doesn't make you feel young. Sent me a nice letter, so I wrote to Trace. Weird how I missed them. School, so good to hear from Captain Spiritu. Glad he's my choice sketches look bad. So glad he's around, okay. Oh, man. Again, I really felt the Cassidy thing. And the fact like the leaning into the direction that episode was going locked me out of that romance. Incredibly bums me out. Just incredibly. Anyhow, exit.
Yeah. Thanks for the card, Agent. Can't wait to text you.
I mean, we don't exactly have a phone.
Can't catch shit. Zero depth perception. Goodbye, sports.
Again, as someone who has like a pretty like bad alternate eye, it's like I feel like you could do pretty decently without one. Like constantly, I maintain a good
Glad
sense of
Steven's
depth
leg is
perception
better.
with one
Must
eye
be tough on
closed.
Claire.
Anyhow, what was this read? Now, Griffin to find out that you're safe in a way. The police contacted your unconscious on account of you until I have to visit you in the hospital. But we want you to convey yourself to say that you woke up from that coma stronger than before. Not with an eye missing. What's the important thing that's behind down in my heart? I can. I want to help find him too, Sean. Hopefully, this affects well during your trial. We know it must be hard for you after everything you and your brother went through, but you're both in our thoughts. Remember your family, and I love you. Oh, that's real sweet.
Don't know if we'll ever come back, Chris. Miss that little superhero.
That has been better lately. He says hello and will be. Oh, we do a lot to I'll be waiting for you to kiss and Captain Sphere. We need to save the Beetle Creek from the swamp bugs. Ah.
I'm glad the cops didn't mess with them too.
Oh, what's going on with you
I
and
really
Finn,
hope they
except
can
that
keep
you are
going.
injured in police custody, and that's how I got the hospital name. They interviewed, interrogated me, Hannah, and Penny, and let us go. Both of you are lucky, I guess. Well, maybe you earned it. I hope you're okay after what happened. That's... I mean, given this is quite literally typed out and had to be done at a computer. Like, you could have backspaced a few more ones than that one. Missing eye and all that. I'm so bitter about episode 3 now. It's like, this was going to happen regardless. End up in this situation with a missing eye. And that was just like salt in the wound because I lent into the direction that episode wanted to go. And it's really just soured me to the rest of the series. And yep, not a penny. Not a penny more. On the back of the head, take away the shotgun. You had the chance and you missed it. You little. Ooh, Sean, you idiot. Anyhow, but Hannah and I were released from the charges. Police were stoked to bust the farm of drug trafficking rather than us poor gutter punks toiling in the fields. We asked about you and Daniel, but no answer there. So our family is kind of broken up. Now we're just a lonely trio, train hopping up and down this. Oh, is that to like make it difficult, or is it just like poor quality print or something? But it feels like we're gonna in a loop to nowhere. Hannah and Penny aren't the same, and we fight too much. I'm not even sure we'll be together for much longer. Shit changes, right? I know you're gonna trial soon over Seattle's situation. Hope you'll get some form of justice. I hope you and Daniel find a way home. Peace, Cassidy. I'm bummed about that one. Ah. So, that's about everything. Oh, let's try drawing. Practice makes perfect. Let's see. Ooh, hello. Just taking a good old look. Okay, we got that. Again,
It's so hard to focus.
it's okay. You can get it done.
Gotta practice way more. Not giving up.
That's it.
I guess that's an okay start. But I can keep going.
More. More. I will never give up the drawing. I love this part so much. Let's draw a staircase. That seems more hopeful. There we are. Or might be a worrying sign. You know, in retrospect,
Wish I could find a
they'll
highway
probably
to
have to keep a
freedom.
close eye on Sean right now. Oh no. What did I do? Yay. Not any drawing, okay?
Yay. Stupid reality shows.
Oof. Like, seriously, you think like some streaming service would like, you know, have like a special case like hospitals and the like for like okay, give us like this amount a month, and what's it, you can just like all the TVs, what's it, in your thing. You can like has accounts, people can what's it, set up funds for those longer term care, and those more temporary one can use like burner accounts where it doesn't save any like watch history or anything like that, but multiple people can be using it at the same time, so it's not like interfering with each other. You think at this point now, like speaking like someone living in 2020, like at some point they would have established it, hopefully going forward. It seems really good. Like to just so people don't go stir crazy in a hospital. But that's just me. Now, is there anything else, absolutely anything else to do other than
I'm supposed to call the nurse when I'm done eating. Guess I'm done.
well, I mean, yeah, we don't want that little bit. Is that like oatmeal or something? I guess. Capture card is acting up more and more now. So much for enabling the buffer instead of auto. Oh well. I'll just give him a minute. We only just pressed the button. You can't respond instantly to us.
Man, this room drives me nuts.
Yeah. You think they would have had
Talking
some
to someone
painting or
would be
something?
at least a change.
Yo.
There we are.
Checkup. Sure. Good day, sunshine.
Hey, Joey.
He's gonna tweet eye.
Hey, man.
Well, they're close all of a sudden.
That looks like it might
We
have
have been here 2
food.
months.
Hard to tell.
Ha ha. Never heard that before.
Oh, somebody is in a bad mood.
Sorry, Joey. Not feeling it today.
I don't blame you. But maybe I got something to cheer you up.
Pecans and chocolate?
Uh-oh. There's that smile.
Thanks, Joey.
How you feeling today? Any headaches? Socket pain?
No,
Oof.
it's all good.
I wonder if
This
we're
is
gonna
your
get like
final
an
test
eye patch or
before-
something.
You know,
Yeah.
before they check you out.
Check me out to Juvie. Yeah.
Okay, let's see. You know the drill. Don't blink and just stare at the light.
Okay. Is this gonna be like some kind of gameplay thing?
Yes. Nice retina response. Okay.
I
Now,
hope we
try
didn't
to
destroy his
follow
dumb
the
and
light
die.
as well as you can.
Okay.
Good, good. Keep going. Quick response. Nice.
Wonderful.
Come on, Sean. You've been there before.
I know.
Remember, to see objects
This
on
is
your left
gameplay.
side, you gotta turn your head more now. Yes. Looking good, Sean. Now try to align your pen with mine.
I'll try.
No rush. This is tough.
And see if you align the choice.
Your depth perception will always be affected, so you gotta try harder.
Shit.
Yeah, I know. It's hard.
Come on.
Yeah, that's enough. Too much stress on you and your eye. But remember,
Okay.
your depth perception will always be affected. Here, read this.
Oh, patient cared. I am a pilot.
Patient cleared. Send him right to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect.
It's basic, but I gotta laugh
always
out of me.
hated that game. You can
Everyone
try,
does.
but you can't rig the exam, Sean. It's time we release you. Sorry. Your vision has improved a lot. Now you don't
That's
really
good.
have severe side effects anymore.
Yeah. That's just great.
I do have to tell them the truth. But first, let's clean this dressing.
Hey, sure hope you're watching the door like your phone.
Come on. He ain't going nowhere.
Great.
All I do is watch him.
Oh, the
Yes,
gun.
true. Your job.
I feel like there's no benefit. I gained nothing from episode 3. It felt utterly meaningless to play now in retrospect, because I'm just here without any of the benefits. No real consequences based on my choices at all. Ah, great. And it's cutting out again.
Talk alone.
Mind if I finish with my patient?
He looks good for now, right? Just come back when I'm finished with him.
Sure. I'll swing by later, Sean. Stay cool.
Sure, he's nice. Hope things work out well for him. Now, how do I get a gun again? I will not be denied.
So, how are you feeling today, Mr. Diaz?
Amazing. Did you find Daniel?
I want to go over this again.
What? I've been
Same story for 3 weeks.
3
yes.
weeks. How much longer?
Until it makes sense. Until you get it right. So, silence isn't gonna help you now. Listen close, Sean. Tomorrow you're going to Jolena Shore and you'll be arraigned in court for the murder of a Seattle police officer.
But they have, like, no evidence. Like, it's an indescribable crime. How he died. Just a massive amount of full-body blood force trauma. It's like, and a car was flipped. How the hell does a teenager do that? On top of the fact that the father was killed, like, that, it seems like that is getting completely swept under the carpet.
You might spend the rest of your life in prison,
I mean, it's
or you can talk to me.
a minor, so... Didn't kill anyone. Yeah, I didn't kill
I
anyone.
didn't kill anyone. The end.
So, who did? You do know.
It's just... I can't.
Was Daniel involved? Is that why you can't talk?
No, no way.
And you're absolutely sure your dad didn't go after the officer?
He was killed.
Yeah. He came outside. Then he was killed. That's what he did. Just guilty of being... Who knows?
I hear you,
There.
but you're sure you didn't get upset and go
Enough for
after
any
the
cop.
officer? It happens.
Jesus, no. Look at...
It doesn't happen. Like, that's just an excuse a lot of cops make. Like, it is very, very unlikely for people to do that. Because a lot of people just, like, don't have, like, the number or armaments to, you know, approach a police officer like that. And the ones who do are, like, typically, you know, not in the right state of mind. You can hardly call that a typical course of action that you should be worried about. Like, if someone seems, like, clear-headed and rational with you, you really shouldn't be as worried. And it comes down to this whole, like, concept of, like, killology that a lot of US police are taught. That, you know, they are, the sheepdogs, and everybody else in society is the sheep, and they have to, like, spot out the wolves and eliminate them. And, like, they have to always constantly, at every moment, be ready to kill in every, encounter. A lot of states have, like, outlawed the practice of teaching cops this, but unions have gone on about, like, just saying, like, hey, yeah, no, you go learn this, we'll pay for it out of pocket for you, which ain't great. Like, typically I support unions, but when it comes to, like, really essential services like that, and doing something like, hey, the rest of society agrees this is a problem and should not be allowed to continue, and they're like, nah, we're just gonna keep doing this. It's kind of a problem.
Okay, let's just jump ahead. Tell me what happened in that farm in Humboldt. The place looks like a tornado wiped it out.
I've told you so many times. I have no clue why the place was trashed. I passed out.
Plus 2 seriously wounded.
Along with you.
A missing child. The only statement we have is yours. Sean,
Mm-hmm.
throw me a bone. Can't you see I want to help?
So you haven't found my brother?
We might have some leads.
Mm.
They telling me the truth.
This isn't exactly going to lead
Okay.
to finding him.
Fuck.
The robbery. Whose idea was it? His? Or yours? Huh?
We all thought it was kind of like a good idea, so...
We all did. Meryl totally ripped us off. Not a good guy.
That happens when you mess with drug traffickers.
It's like also incredibly dumb on his part. Like, fire somebody, sure, but like holding pay for them is just gonna make them bitter, you know? Just a dumb move from that guy. What was it? Did he want to leave? Let's go with that.
Daniel wanted to, but he's just a kid. And I didn't listen.
Why didn't you try to get help?
Oh, yeah. The police would help me. They shot my dad and accused us of murder. Great plan.
So Finn wanted to get revenge on Meryl too. Your friend is learning the hard way.
Mm-hmm. It's again, it was gonna go this way. I feel like I'm just getting punished for playing episode 3 now. Just I don't know, didn't want this.
I didn't want any of this shit. Now I gotta live with it.
You're not alone, Sean. There are people that want to help. By the way, we contacted your grandparents in Beaver Creek. They can visit you after you're transferred. Might be a while, but you do have a support group. We couldn't track down your mother, though. Sorry.
Good. What about Daniel? You
Time
said...
for us to go on the run.
I said might. Hold on. I gotta take this call.
Uh-huh.
I can't help but miss Finn.
Okay.
A lot. At least Cassidy wasn't... Blew up. Wonder what Meryl told the cops about the robbery.
I mean, he's not gonna be
Sorry,
in a good
man.
way.
Hope the cops didn't mess with Penny.
I hope so too.
Prison would fuck him up.
Lotus? Yes. Hi. Yes, Nico. Everything okay?
Ooh.
Well, she said enough, then enough.
What's going on?
No, honey. I told you I was gonna be away for a while. I'm sorry, okay? You gotta be good.
Nothing to interact with when observed. That's delightful. No pen, no paperclip, no nothing. Just...
Even after everything,
Hola, mamá.
I can't help but miss Finn.
Es que
A lot.
no sé. Todavía estoy en el hospital y
So she has a child she's looking after.
mañana.
I take the red as like some kind of emergency power thing. Whereas like the white ones are just for like, you know...
He dicho que no,
Oh wait, no, it's a different plug. Maybe... No, same plug.
pero no quiero.
Probably like some kind of emergency power for when like blackouts happen and like the respirators and stuff get plugged into that. lights get plugged into the white one.
Mañana nos vemos.
Hmm.
Un beso. Sorry about that.
Would have liked to do anything
Okay.
that could have benefited me in that time, but oh well.
So what's going on with Daniel? You really have leads?
Yes, we do. That's our job. The Bureau put his profile out over 4 states,
Mm-hmm.
so we are on the case.
Yeah. For how long?
For how long? It's been over 2 months. How are you gonna find him?
We have a lot of people looking for your brother. Trust me,
Mm-hmm.
we want to find him.
Yes.
Yeah. So you can lock him up too, right? Whatever.
Anyway, thanks for talking.
Like, nothing we could have taken in that time.
I'll be back tomorrow to take you to Jolena Shore.
Well, looks like it's jail break tonight or never.
Look out. I have to guard the guard now. Love it. Sit down so we can get this show.
Yes. Oh, capture card.
How did your interview with Scully go?
You mean
You
interrogation?
mean interrogation? Who knows? Maybe Detective Flores wants to help. Maybe not. I just can't trust her.
After what you and your brother went through, I don't blame you. Aw, this shit is all wrong, man. You've been out of the garden for 3 weeks now. We talk every day. I can see that you're a good person.
That's nice. Thank you.
Thanks, Joey. Want to tell that to the judges?
I'm just saying, you don't deserve this. Now let's check this out. The healing is coming along nice. Just gotta keep it clean for the next week or so. Simple.
That's great.
Seen the shrink this morning? What did she say?
Nothing I want to hear. This will take time and rehab, Sean. You have to process first. Ugh. I can tell
Are we gonna
myself
get
that
glass
shit.
eye at some point?
Clearly, I'm no
I
therapist.
would really
but
like that.
I've nursed patients with your injury. They all turned their anger into energy. You will too. Plus, the glass eye tech is pretty cool now.
Oh wait, we have one?
Things change, Sean.
So
I hear
positive.
you. I'm trying to be positive,
Aw.
but it's so hard.
I know. I do. But I promise there's a treat coming your way. Now, as for your wound, this is the last time you hear this from me. You have to clean it with sterile gauze and saline solution.
Solution. Can we maybe steal a bunch of that on the way out of here? I assume we're going to jailbreak and
Coat
not
the
just go to
area using
court.
the swab and cream.
Swab and cream. Okay. Cell gauze, saline
Then wrap it
solution.
up with clean dress.
So disinfect with saline solution and cell gauze. Wrap the area and what's it? The cream and what's it? Do.
And you're the shit. Remember, you gotta do this.
4
4 times a day. Jesus, capture card. Could you not?
Wish I could have done more.
You did
Dude,
a lot.
you saved my ass here. You're the only one I trust. It really helped.
Cool. I'm glad when I can make a Oh, shit. Emergency. I'm out. No smoke break. Let's say our goodbye tomorrow. Check out that towel. Got your name on. Catch you later.
Aw. Okay, our capture card might need a little break.
Joey.
Come on, capture card. Don't do this to me.
Joey's the only one who helped me get through this shit.
I'm just gotta check everything else out first. Mm-hmm.
My art is trash now.
So in other words, it could still be art. Arty ha ha. Check eye. It really is annoying. Ooh. Unpleasant. Okay, I believe that's absolutely everything. Let's take a look at this towel.
What? Wow.
Aw. Does he have the money in it? So through your sketchbook. Oh, we don't even get to keep our stuff. But that implies our stuff is in the area. Which, please be incompetent and leave the gun.
I know I fucked Daniel over. Again. And now he's gone. Where would he hide out? A 10-year-old by himself? How dare. He might go back to Seattle.
Or,
But too far.
based on the trailer pictures.
Nowhere to go.
Well, let's just leave it till we get there.
If he tried to hook up with Claire and Steven, they would have definitely told me. Or the cops.
Yeah. Like, no, they wouldn't, because then, like, the cops would know.
Wait. What's that? Super Wolf. Huh? Does that mean... It means that Daniel's with Jacob somewhere? He's
Grab the
safe?
things from your tent. We'll get them
I
back
can see
to
him
you
again.
when you come looking for your super stomach. I'll be waiting. Jake. Oh. Who's Jake again? Oh, it might have been a code. Do. All of them hanging out. That's pretty. Yeah, Daniel really messes up.
All I gotta do is find that page with Jacob's home. Haven Point, Nevada.
Haven Point, Nevada. Okay. Oh yeah, definitely the religious stuff. Hello, Walker Jacob. He's like a little kid in his community in Haven Point, Nevada. Okay.
I gotta get to him.
That's gotta be what Daniel is, right?
The way to escape. Tonight.
Jailbreak. But doing it without superpowers is gonna be difficult. Oh, thank goodness, everyone just got smashed. God, I was already having done it. I was legitimately
Okay.
worried.
Time to clear off now. This whole hospital's so quiet. So don't make any noise. And find a way to get the hell out of here.
Look under. Anything at all. Nada. Let's pick up the pen. Can do something with it.
Thanks for the card, Agent. Can't wait to text you.
See, look at this.
Maybe I could, rig a decoy Sean in the bed.
Oh, hold on. Now, if we just evacuate.
Must be a way to leave this room without alerting anyone.
Oh, capture card. You're doing so good. Ooh, check.
Yeah. That metal bar isn't going anywhere.
Check.
This one isn't screwed in. I could pull it off, but it's gonna be loud.
Find a way to escape the hospital. Let's see. All we need, evacuation.
Let's see. I just gotta get past that locked door. And an angry guard.
Your primary, secondary, we don't seem to have a secondary, emergency exits. There and there, evacuate emergency fire extinguisher.
Wish I could just walk out.
Look.
My backpack has gotta be somewhere around here. Sweet dreams, my friend. Maybe I can trick him. Say I need an aspirin or something. They've been working on these rooms forever. So fucking loud. Let's see. I just gotta get past that locked door. And an angry guard.
Could potentially pick up the bed sheet. Wait for the sound to come back.
Need a superhero to open that shit.
Or just like any kind of screw. Let's see.
Hope my last view of this world.
Come on. Let's see. Ooh, reception. Look.
It's dead tonight. Works for me.
So construction just in that room.
One stupid car. And I'm out of here.
How to do this? We got a car. Make a fake body, I guess.
That looks so fake. But it might work for a second.
Any way to turn off the light? That would make it look a little bit better, but...
Can I have some privacy, please?
Why does the light need to be on for me to do that?
Let's do it.
Slow and steady, we don't need to...
Hey! What the hell are you doing in there?
Nice job, Sean. Now the guard is awake and pissed off. Maybe I could get Joey to help me? Would he get busted?
Hmm. I'm gonna ask for medicine and then attempt to ambush the guard. Lure him into the room and knock him out and like put him into the bed. Buy me some time. I might replay this part a few times, get the way I want, but
Hey! Sir? Oh,
Okay. What's wrong now?
head hurts. I need aspirin.
That's a sad story, but I'm not a pharmacy kid.
I could trick him into coming in here and then knock him out.
yeah, I guess that's the... Let's go back for a second. See if there's anything I can't do to... Ooh, that could work.
The windows are secured. But who knows?
It's like anything I can reach over that way. Not particularly. Okay, let's lure him into the room and like put him under the bed or something.
Hey, hello? I need help. Please.
What? What's the matter, kid? Huh?
My
I wish there
head.
was a light to turn off.
It's killing me. I need help.
Hold on. You're gonna need help if you're fucking with me. Oh.
No, no, don't drop the weapon. Don't drop the weapon. Put under the bed. Put him under the bed. Sean, have you never played Hitman? Never played Hitman. You don't need... We'll be right back after no messages. Oh my god, I can't believe he's doing something so dumb. I'm going for a bathroom break and getting coffee. Like, not taking the weapons, not taking the keys, not hiding the body under the bed or in the blankets, so that way it's like, you have time. Like, maybe take his clothes. They won't be the best fitting, but it's like a police officer outfit. You could get away without questions for a little bit with people less familiar. Anything but the current course of action. Ooh. Hello, I'm back. No time has passed for you because it's a recording that I paused and unpaused. I recently watched some clips from the fan dub of the Sonic the Hedgehog game. Thinking of the devil right now. Anywho, I am still a little bit shaking with rage at Sean's incompetence here, but whew, boy, I will just continue on with this gameplay for now. Are we gonna exit with our stuff? Please tell me they were competent enough not to spot the gun. I can forgive a lot if I get to keep it. I can forgive a lot. Oh, it's going down to construction site instead, okay. No, Sean, you need a weapon. You're on the lam. You don't need to be lethal with anybody, but you need to be armed in this circumstance. Capture card, what are you doing?
That's Finn.
Ooh.
No way. What is he doing here?
I will say it's very dumb to put both the inmates or like, you know, suspects that you're going to charge with crime. What's it, both on rooms closely connected to construction work? That seems ill-advised. Let's wake him up for a tear. Goodbye.
Finn! Hey! Over here!
Holy fucking shit. No way. Sean, what the hell are you doing here?
I'm trying to bail.
Son of a bitch. I wish I knew you were here. Could have hooked up. Shit. So, where's Daniel?
I can't tell.
I'm going to get him back.
Good. Don't blame you for not trusting me anymore.
No, it's not a lack of trust. It's just like you can't tell what you don't know. You know? It's like Finn wants it is definitely the love interest we're going with now. I think that Sean does really care for him. It's not a matter of trust. It's just like, hey, they can't hound you for something I'm not willing to tell you, you know? And like the more they hound you, the more likely it is for you to break and give it to them. It's just a sad truth of it. Like anyone who says like they won't give under pressure from a cop is like either full of it or is like a former like CIA or FBI operative. Like average person, a long enough period of time being hounded and demanded to give the answers they're wanting will eventually crack without like the intervention of a lawyer. Like 16 hours, 24, 72 hours straight. It is intensive. But anywho.
Thought you're in here.
How you doing?
So... Stupid question, but... How are you doing?
Well, you know... Kinda sucks.
Maybe squat down a bit.
No
Sean.
coconut drinks here. So... How bad is it? Your eye.
Let's say... I still got...
Oof. Still got one left.
On. I know this doesn't mean shit to you now, but I am sorry. About everything.
I don't blame you.
I don't blame you, Finn. You tried something. Even if it ended up being a mistake. I'll just have to make things right for good now.
Thank you, Sean. You're a fucking gem, man. I love you so much.
Oh.
You know, that night, it meant a lot to me. I'm really gonna miss you.
Aw.
Me too, Finn. And who knows?
Maybe we'll meet again.
Maybe we'll see each other again.
You're gonna find him.
Down in Mexico.
I trust you.
Aw.
So you should trust yourself too.
Aw, that was so sweet. All it takes is like one easy car. Come on, truck. Go based on whatever would be easiest to hotwire. Oh. Thank heavens. We still get to keep the cash that we at least had. And our gun, hopefully. Was on a person. We should also have a screwdriver in there, right? Or at least on a person, based on the sabotage of the vehicles. Hopefully we can get that license plate off, swapped with another vehicle. Sacred Hope Hospital. It's a real shame we couldn't like get any like screwdriver set from what's it, Steven with his train set. Could have been useful. Oh well. Capture card, please. It's such a dead science. I think this is a moment where it was supposed to be like copyrighted music that is now muted, so I don't know. What is Sean, no, no, no. Snap yourself, you can't be like that. Oh no. At least pull over somewhere, you know? Hmm. Yeah, the little beat. Was this supposed to Okay, yeah, this is instrumental stuff I was talking about. What? Why is it just coming in? Is it the point in the game where people are complaining about it, so they started adding it, and then they didn't learn the lesson for true colors? Because if that's the case, I'm gonna lose my mind. I haven't changed the settings, so it is saying copyrighted music. That's a huge blunder on their part. Oh, capture card. How hello with you right now? Oh no. Where to hide him. Faith. There we are. Not gonna pull over for gas anywhere. Yeah, I imagine this is gonna go poorly for us. Yep. So, no acquisition of tools whatsoever. Yay. Oh, well. Not a big fan of his smoking. Wish that was not. I didn't even select in the previous one, so great. Of course, you're gonna be out of fuel now.
Guess this is my room for the night. Shit. It will never hold until Haven Point.
Nope. Let's look at the owner's stuff.
The car, guys.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Shit. Guess I fucked up her day pretty bad.
Read. Mate, must do. Drop off kids, hospital checkup, lunch with hubby, Mrs. Scott's actually blood test, pick up kids, night shift. Ooh. At least you didn't have a day written out for the next one. Maybe that was a day off. Let's look at Agent Floyd.
Oh, come on. Did you interview everyone in that hospital? Or what?
Oh, we didn't even bring the card. Yeah, that's great. Chick.
Okay. Haven Point is straight ahead. Just a few more hours drive.
Why are we taking the route to the highway? A, longer, and B, more likely to be patrolled. I guess he's a kid. Well, no. No, it's... That's the thing. Like, people make way too many shows about how people are caught committing crimes now. A lot of people who just like have a decent amount of cultural, pop culture osmosis probably know what not to do when committing a crime now. So basic mistakes like this are just easy to scrutinize. Let's see. Wish he wasn't smoking,
Guess
but
I'm kind of lucky I stole a smoker's car.
nope, yeah, really not. Wires, look.
What a mess.
Mm,
Floridas can now add Grand Theft Auto to my file.
she couldn't already? I guess no one was really sure what happened with everything. Oh, hello. Good job.
Shit. Don't know how long I've been on the road.
Yeah, that's why I turned off the light and looked at everything in the car. Okay, open backpack. Oh, yes. Let's see. Okay, clean eye. There we are. Do that before we go to bed.
All right. Careful.
No, you gotta do the saline solution first.
Man, I should have listened to Joey. This is a mess.
Look at medical stuff.
I don't even know how long I should keep on using this for.
I guess till you run out. I mean, at a certain point, it's gonna get as healed as it's gonna heal without, like, you having Wolverine-like abilities to regrow that eye. Okay, there we are. Get some sleep. Again, like, taking the guy's money, his keys, his gun, all things that would have been useful from the god looking after you. I can just imagine how mad she is. You really should be coasting it, you know, not pedal to the metal the whole time. If the road's empty, you can just like drift along and give it a little burst every now and again. And let, you know, inertia carry you forward for as much as you can. Out of this century. Here's an old looking car.
Still with me, Sean?
Yeah.
Oh, that's neat. Wait for this. But also, same point before as like the flashback. It's like let the dead man rest in peace. You know. There's only so many of these flashbacks I can take.
Zoning out.
Just don't do that when you're driving, my son. So, what's the verdict on the new car? I know it's not a new board, but it's got 4 Hot Wheels.
It is a classic.
A
I do have
perfect
it.
reward for your excellent report card. I'm proud, Sean.
Aw. Capture card, you're ruining a sweet moment. How dare you?
You don't even bullshit me when you need cash.
Aw.
I'll try to be cool. No dad jokes, huh? I hope you're not too bummed out to go on a big road trip with your lovely papito, huh?
Let's just say thanks.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
Now, come on. I thought the exclamation point one would be sarcastic.
Thanks for your
Give me 5 checks on these lines, please.
patience, Mr. Millennial.
Again, based on the time this came out, he would be Gen Z. Like, simple as. You know?
Think we can hang out for 5 days without killing each other?
Hell yeah.
Like, to put it simply, I'm the oldest of, like, Gen Z. Let's see, this would have been, like, 5 years. I would have been older than Sean at the time. He is Gen Z.
Haven't done that since I was a kid. Miss it.
So do I. Been too long since we went padre y hijo against the road.
Way too long.
Mm-hmm.
I love road trips.
Good to hear.
Capture card.
By the way, boy talk.
Capture card, you little jerk.
with that gin, huh?
Going okay.
You know.
Ah,
Okay. I guess.
That was like pulling teeth. Well, I've got a week to find out the truth.
Kind of missed I guess the boy. Let's go with bye, Sean. So
It's just. I don't get to see her too much. Kinda miss her.
Oh, you. Don't worry. This is how it goes. Ah, could that be Daniel?
probably.
Hola. Hello. Everything okay, Lila? Oh, Daniel better not be giving you any sass.
Nah, he's an angel. We went to the swimming pool, and now we're making popcorn for movie night. Yes! It's so cool! Hey, Sean, don't crash the car!
He's driving real slow and safe. Thanks for.
Capture card, please. Please. I'll give you the breaks, but you need to go longer than just like a line of dialogue. I need at least like 30 to 60 seconds from you.
We'll buzz you when we hit the motel.
Lila, you ready? Sounds good. And Sean? Jen told me to say hi. Girl cannot wait to see you again.
Jen
Aw.
says hi. Sounds pretty good, Sean.
You think? Maybe.
Seriously, though, how are you really doing?
I miss
It's
you.
stupid, but. I miss you.
I miss you too, my son.
Yeah, we're in full-on dream territory now.
It's all part of growing up.
I know.
Well, maybe not the death of your father by cop. That's a rather niche experience.
I don't like it.
I have total faith in you, Sean. You're a Diaz. You were born to roam and find your way home.
Capture card, you piece of...
I love you, Dad. Wish I would have told you more.
You didn't have
Oh.
to tell me. You showed me.
Bloody piece of...
The way, Sean.
Hey, wake up!
Huh? What?
Yeah, what the fuck are you doing on our property?
Huh?
Dude, it's a patch of road by the side of it's a patch of dirt by the side of the road. Also, pretty sure that can't legally be your property? Like on a highway like this, like the surrounding area would have to be owned.
Oh, man, I crashed hard.
Oh yeah? Come on out, boy. Who the fuck is that? A fucking kid. Get out.
You got enough fuel to bounce. Let's just get out of here.
Look, I'm leaving, okay?
No you ain't. Step out or I'll call the cops. You don't want that, boy.
Yeah, I don't know. Based on the way he's saying, like, what's it, boy? I feel like we're just gonna get assaulted if we leave the car. So... I'm leaving now.
No need to. I'm leaving, now.
You deaf? I said...
What the... Sean, you... Sean, you goddamn idiot. You goddamn idiot. You fell asleep without locking the car door. You fell asleep without locking the car door. Like, the cars just like have the little things to push down in the older ones, and newer ones you can just like, you know, not even newer. I think like even when this car was made, despite being on the older side, it looks would have a button just lock them all. Like, you gotta be kidding. You've gotta be kidding me, Sean. You've gotta be kidding me. You stupid idiot. Also, I love how like my choices really matter here. I'm really mad right now. I'm going to continue.
Out! We don't need cops to deal with assholes like you anyway.
Listen,
An empty threat because you just wanted to harass a minority.
I don't want any
Spectacular.
trouble.
Too late for that, boy. So tell us what the fuck you're doing on our land.
Needed some rest.
I drove for so long. I had to pull over to get some rest, you know? I swear, I had no idea this was your property.
There's a fucking sign. Didn't you see it?
I was too exhausted.
But you have to understand, this is like miles of road. How far away is that sign? Like you just have multiple, hey, private property, private property, private property, private property ends here? Did you just expect one sign to flawlessly ward off anybody and everybody for like miles of land? And again, for like legal reasons in order to like expand highways and just build them in the first place. I do believe the government had to buy up that land. So unless he went super off the beaten course, which given how low he is on fuel would be ill-advised, he'd probably run out before he gets back to the main road. It's like, he should still be on government land. It's weird.
I guess I missed it.
He's just a kid, and he's hurt. Look.
Yeah? What happened to your eye?
It's complicated. I feel like the fight would be the more truthful one, but I don't know if that would win him over. Also, it was like an accident. Let's go with the fight.
I got in.
Bet you deserved it. Move it.
Jesus fucking Christ, it's just insufferable. I hate dealing with this shit. I'm not having a good time with this game right now. I thought it would bounce back, had some good moments, but again, lightning in the bottle. They missed what made the first game work, and now I'm just finding the rest of this insufferable.
Please, I just want to go.
Oh, what's this? Drugs?
It's for the eye. I have to... What drug comes in a flippin' spray bottle? You goddamn idiot. Like, nothing. At best, it will come in a dropper in like a high-class place, but no one does the spray because it's too easy to waste.
For my eye.
Oh yeah. Did you steal them?
Did you literally just throw one of them away, you dick? Sean, why didn't you just, lock the doors? Flippin' idiot. What you say? Lost the keys. That's a blatant lie. Let's go with this. We can't really win either way.
It's not what you think.
Oh, I think it is. You ain't the first beaner we caught. Take his backpack.
Dude, come on.
Get it! Let's see what he...
I swear if there's a gun in there and I didn't pull that straight away, I'm gonna be so flippin' mad. Medicine, all that stuff. Well, I don't know why I have access to this right now, but okay. Oh, there was probably something on her feet I could have found. I'm sorry, what now? I am mad.
So?
Why would the money be in the bag anyhow? Why would you not keep it on your person? In a
Fucking
safe
toys,
place?
man.
You still play with toys? Seriously?
It belongs to my brother. Leave it alone.
It's not worth getting in the fight for this, We're already down one eye. We don't want to lose the other. And we can always try and steal it back.
Oh, your brother? Where is he now?
Well, I'm going to meet him.
Jesus, the bloody racist little...
In a stolen car?
Yes.
More lies.
Okay, Chad. We fucked with him.
Capture card, you are really annoying right now.
Hold on a sec, Mike.
Huh? What?
What? Hablas español.
Don't only speak English to him. He's gonna use that as an excuse to try and call ICE.
Chad. So, Professor, how do you say, I'm a dirty thief?
Don't do this.
Don't do this.
Oh, you don't want to share your language? Okay. Maybe you know this one.
Jesus fucking Christ, Oh, that stepped out.
I'm a dirty thief with one eye.
Yeah, best not to antagonize him, but I don't want to do that, so... This is a jerk move.
Stop, please.
Figures. You come here to steal.
Give back... Dude, you're being... racist, jerk.
Back. All I want to do is learn Espanol.
You could have studied in school. You could have signed up for, like, Duolingo or whatever the other ones are. No, is it Linda? Is that one of them? Skillshare. So many places to effectively learn a foreign language. Harassing somebody you met close to the side of the road ain't exactly that.
Might be our official language someday, right?
Jesus Christ. Bit heavy-handed, but okay.
See, senor? So, one more lesson. This is not my country.
If he was born here, then yes, it is his country. I don't know.
I don't know. Told you.
Well, that's the only one you should know, boy. Learn it.
Look, Chad, it's gonna rain. Let's go before we get soaked.
Hold on. This little thief is fucking with me. You're really pissing me off, you know that? But I'm willing to give you one last chance to make things right. Sing something.
What?
Just pass the audition and you're free. Refuse.
I mean, at the very least, like, singing shouldn't be too difficult, but... Again, types like that are just really insufferable. It's like, you know, what's in the Constitution that specifically those born within the US are US citizens? And, like, Sean is of that age where, in all likelihood, not to mention, like, birthright citizenship, where it's like, yeah, if you're the direct descendant of someone with this citizenship, you know, you apply for it yourself. And typically a lot of parents sort that out for kids at a young age. And given that we know Karen is a US citizen, this all should have been sorted like beforehand when they were like children. But yeah, resume. Let's just sing. But why are we singing? Every single choice I've made has been to, like, you know, refuse to speak in Spanish so he doesn't, like, get super racist with me and, you know, call ICE or something. Why is there not, like, a song option, you know? For choosing to sing? Why is it, like, immediately the Spanish one that plays into what he wants, with us being an immigrant, knowing the foreign language? Well, again, that's a loaded term, but still. Knowing Spanish, which is, like, less common within the US for those who were born there. You know a little bit from school, and then you forget about it. Why is he immediately singing that language? It's really infuriating.
¿Dónde estás? Me pregunto.
Every option I have been is to avoid that, and it immediately goes into it. Why would that be the... Again, he speaks... Who knows, maybe he moved up at a young... But I don't think that would be the case. Well, it would have been brought up at some point. Maybe I just forgot. I'm just getting mad.
¿Qué serás? En el cielo y en el mar.
I'm just so tired of this. Also, it's getting a little hot in here.
Jeez, enough! Let the boy finish his song.
Jesus, just fucking... Yeah, Jesus, second one. Oh well, duck your older brother there.
Go on.
Estrellita, ¿dónde estás?
Yeah.
Pregunto qué serás. Cuando el sol se ha ido ya. Cuando nada.
I wish I still had the gun. Oh well. Capture card, I'm gonna lose my mind with you right now. I mean, I'm done with you. I'm done with you.
Tú nos muestras tu
Come on, lightning. Strike him from above.
brillas, brillas sin parar.
Jesus Christ, capture card. Will you just work?
¿Dónde estás? Me pregunto qué serás.
Pride is a dangerous...
I think you just won Mexican Idol. Now pick up all your shit and get the fuck out. Don't ever come back. Understand?
Not without a shotgun, you little jerk. I may have to take a break to let things cool off a little bit. The cab salad is acting up a little bit too much now.
Fuck! Fuck!
Yes, we're well aware. Okay, it's only just started flashing. Like, would have been flashing before then. You may be able to get to morning. That's really annoying. Again, I don't feel like my choices have a lot of impact in the game now. At a certain point, I have to ask, why is this not just
So
an animated series?
The Wolf brothers were split apart. The oldest wolf was badly hurt, but nothing could stop the wolf from following his brother's tracks.
Ooh, that's a sunburn right there. Do you have no water left in the canteen? Okay, God.
Okay. Still a few hours away from Haven Point. Almost there.
Nothing on the side of the road? Like it's...
Shit, I need a break. Might be some shade at the next billboard.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, okay. Let's pick up the pace a little. Capture card, you piece of... Again, just have the resources on board to run yourself. It'll be a massive drain to the bloody computer. The video comes fine. Like, if it was everything, I could maybe understand it, but like, it's just the audio. The video is just fine, at least on my playback.
Yes. Shade. Oh, man. My feet are killing me.
Also, there's no gas station along the way.
Feels like hiking in hell.
Let's drop it.
Before. Huh. It's so empty and quiet.
There we are.
Okay. Just draw now. Don't think about anything else.
Just get all your frustrations out.
Just look around you, dude. There must be interesting details to add up.
Yeah, plenty of stuff here. We're just doing it one by one.
This place is so empty. At least I won't mess up perspective for once.
Hmm.
I guess that's an okay start. But I can keep going.
Indeed, you can. More detail. Da 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 da. Wish I learned how to draw as a kid. Oh well. Oh well.
Guess I could spice things up a bit. Make the whole thing funnier.
Let's draw an oasis. That seems fun.
I could try adding details. Focus a bit more. My eye always starts hurting when I focus for too long.
Drink some water.
Shit. My throat feels like sand.
Any moment now. Anything to do in this environment?
The desert just goes on forever.
Oh, we can get up whenever, I guess. I think gameplay-wise, it's not going to make too much of a difference. So let's just get up. Yeah, it's not good to like expose your skin like that. Obviously, like heavy clothing can be bad and lead to heat stroke, but you could die of like dehydration just because of like that perspiration just constantly being lost from your body. That's just liquid constantly going and like no longer cooling you off. Anywho, catch card, please.
Better be okay. Feels like I haven't seen him in years. Of course I miss everything about him. Even his whining. Yeah, you couldn't wait to get out on your own. Now you are. And it sucks.
Dead animal.
Shit. This place is freaking me out.
But it is also... Okay, we can't eat it, never mind. Continue on this way.
Don't worry about your feet. Just pace yourself. Shit, there's a truck coming. Whoa. Is he honking at me? He's stopping. Okay, be cool. Just see what he wants. Not a lot of cars around here.
Okay, I can't go out to the
But I
road,
better stick to
so...
the side.
Come on.
Truckers can't be cops. Right?
Unlikely overlap.
Hey, need a lift? It's too damn hot to be walking.
Risky, but let's ask for a ride.
Yeah, thanks. Hold up.
Again, any kind of weapon on you would have been useful, but oh well. Hopefully he's a decent enough fella. Aw, that's a pretty picture. So,
Yeah, you look like shit.
so your eye okay? Capture card, you're gonna work at some point. Nah.
Nah. It's gone.
Okay. Tough shit.
Yeah. Really unfortunate. And yeah, the capture card just doesn't want to work. Any kind of air conditioning?
Hey, Anton, you there? Everything all right?
Yeah, what's up?
GPS tells me you parked in the middle of nowhere. Just wanted to know what happened.
John? Okay, yeah, it really is starting to take longer and longer to come back. I
I
should
had to
take a
make
break.
a shit stop. Over.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna pause and open up the door a bit. Be back shortly. Okay, we've chilled the room off a little bit. I had something nice to drink, some prune juice. Anywho. Some water to cool me off, and let's see how the capture card performs.
But 10-4.
You mean number 2?
You owe me a beer for that. Over and out.
Don't freak out. I wouldn't have picked you up if I cared about that hitchhiking law.
Okay. Cool.
Thank you very much.
So, you hungry or what? You look hungry.
I am hungry. Thank you.
I am.
Oh, capture card. Why do you do this to me?
Thank you.
As you heard, my name's Anton. It is good, huh? My wife packs the best sandwiches.
Ah.
Yeah, messy.
Best sandwich ever. Seriously. Thanks, sir.
Anton.
Anton. Right.
Was your father a fan of ants? I never heard that name before in my life. At least not like in real life. Like maybe somewhere else in fiction, but
What's your
that's
destination?
Haven Point. You've heard of it?
Oh yeah. Straight ahead, about an hour.
Da, 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 da. Capture card. Every time. Come on. Awkward silence. No dialogue options? Okay.
Nap if you want. You don't have to stay awake to be nice. Hey, don't worry, kid. I'm not a fucking weirdo.
It's alright, but it's like I was up in the middle of the night.
Or trucker.
I'd advise not, like, going to sleep. Of course, that's an option I'm not going to have, because they need a convenient way to transition to the next area. Come on. Come on. You're as low as I can reasonably put you. Come on. Now, to find Sean. I mean, Daniel. Little Daniel. I'm getting the names confused now.
Last stop, Haven Point.
Thank you so much.
You just be careful out here. These people are kind of weird.
Really? Okay.
Thanks for the heads up, Anton. That was nice of him. Okay.
Wow.
Here's this, isn't it? Okay.
Forgot about Easter.
Ah, it's that time of year.
I completely lost track of time.
Maybe we can get an egg of some kind.
For sure. Claire wouldn't approve gambling.
No. No, really wouldn't.
Can't leave.
I'm just heading over the parking lot. At least we have an exit strategy.
Nowhere.
Get a pair of keys, find the car we need to take. Oh, it's this is their lot. Okay.
Hope those people are caring Christians.
So do
like
I.
our grandparents.
You okay now? Is it gone?
I think.
Good. Scoot back inside now.
Okay, Dad.
I hope we can give him advice, like get it to a doctor. You know, actual medicine. This seems like the type of person who would like kind of be guided into letting the Lord heal his child, which is like ill-advised. If a religious perspective, for no other reason than, you know, if there is a God, he clearly gave us access to this knowledge in order to aid ourselves. Like, he cannot be expected to do absolutely everything for you. You have to take initiative on your own part and try and sort out things. And again, if you didn't want us to have this knowledge, whoever figured it out would have been struck down by lightning or something, you know? Just saying.
Can I help you?
I think so. Yeah,
Capture card, capture card, capture card.
Service?
Yes, first time. Capture card, will you just do your job?
but it's my first time.
Don't be shy. Everybody's welcome here. No matter who you are or where you're from. In his eyes, we are all equal. Plus, we have a pretty nice spread after the service. Stay as long as you want.
Okay, thanks.
Don't thank me. I'm just a vessel for our Reverend. Thank her.
Okay.
Looks like you're here to see our new miracle, right?
Oh no. Sure.
Sure. Of course.
Of course. So many new faces are coming to see him these days.
Ah.
He'll be here any minute now. Just come inside and see for yourself. Praise the Lord.
Ooh. That's worrying.
Poor little girl. Her cough
Yep.
sounds real bad. Her father...
Yeah.
Very humble. Her father was nice.
Yeah.
Maybe people won't judge me here.
Let's just take a look around the side. Would there be anything interactable over there? I don't know. Am I even supposed to go back that way yet?
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, capture card. Okay, that looks sufficiently shuttered. Come on. Come on.
My eye is itchy again. I can't scratch it though.
Any tools around here? Hmm. Come on. Again, those are closed, so this should be fine. Capture card, capture card, capture card.
Smells like bacon and bread in there. Oh, shit, I'm starving.
Didn't you just eat? I guess you could still be starving, but still.
Wonder how many people come and go through this place.
Probably a good few. That's not...
Nevada is like a giant slot machine.
I imagine.
This place seems different.
Let's look at this here.
Must be more kids here. Huh.
Okay, that's enough of
Wonder if
this.
Daniel made friends.
Let's just head inside, shall we? Oh, hello. Nice little entryway. Let's just enter through this front door and just see about it.
So weird to picture Daniel out.
And a whole social stealth loop.
Oh, feel that cold air. Thank God for AC.
The world is in trouble. We
Claire had pretty much the same ones.
Can you feel it?
Cute.
So I'm not the only one. Amen to that.
Take a pin.
Hey, it's for charity. Me.
A society run. Do you think we're any smarter? Look at the world.
Wonder how donations can pay for all of this.
Probably can't.
And ignore the real creator. Why?
Okay, fine.
Salvation.
Okay, yeah, just $1. That'll make sense.
And destroy.
Nice picture. Wonder if they'll let me in.
Your faith. I know you understand.
Let's just enter and freshen up a little bit.
Why the Lord brought you and even and me. I know
Better clean up first. so I don't scare Daniel.
Yeah, we are fairly sunburnt right now. Ooh. Now, we washed our face, mirror, look.
That's better than nothing, I guess.
No option to clean our eye yet? Okay. I guess we're not going to be micromanaging that thing. Thing. What elegant use of words.
Oh, I feel your Holy Spirit. I want to hear your story.
Ooh.
Faith. We hear that word a lot. But faith is not just a word, my
Scoot down a
brothers
little
and
lower.
sisters. Oh no. What is faith? Remember Luke 18:27.
Lower,
What is
Sean.
impossible for
Lower.
man is possible for God. With that righteous
Okay.
faith comes the salvation of your souls. Can you cross that invisible bridge to salvation? Do you want your soul to be saved, brothers and sisters? Oh, yes. You are not like all these sinners out there. So I never asked the Lord for a sign.
Okay.
Then he gave me one. He spoke to me.
Oh
and
no.
told me
Oh no. They're forming a cult around little Daniel.
was doing right.
Let's play Cult of the
reward
Lamb at
our
some point.
Great faith. The Lord sent me
buy me a new
the
PC
ultimate
first.
gift. An angel. A child graced with the power of God. The miracle we have all been praying for, waiting for. Can I get a hallelujah? Do you have faith in his power? Do you have faith?
Capture card, please. Oh,
Then please welcome our newest member and our latest miracle, the angel Daniel.
Praise you, Daniel. Hallelujah. Save us. Save us.
Here is Daniel,
Oh, praise be
the
Daniel.
prophet who was thrown to the lions by false prophets. But God saved Daniel so he could do his work.
Hallelujah.
Yes, Daniel was brought to me to deliver us, to
okay.
guide us from the wilderness to our destiny. Now Daniel will reveal the
This is bad. Oh no. Oh, I could really use that gun right about now.
the Lord.
Let's see. Capture card, you little.
Behold this miracle. Believe.
Oh, this is a problem.
Feel your soul rising like the cross.
Bless you, Daniel.
Rise. Get up. Stand up.
Thank you, Daniel.
Daniel's been touched by God.
Come on, come on. Capture card, please. Better than earlier, I guess. Still. I think it's time for us to slink away before we get spotted up here. Oof.
With your own eyes. Now we have a voice, a messenger. Our flock keeps growing. I see more and more new faces.
It's gonna be difficult to get Daniel out of this.
Is only the beginning. You must spread the word. Bear witness to this miracle. Thank you so much for coming. And God bless all of you. Amen.
Time for us to bounce. Come on. Come on. I swear if he looks up at us and sees us after I was specifically asking to bounce. Come on.
As our
Back
Reverend
away.
said, we do appreciate your kind donations. This helps us keep
Back
our
away.
church and to spread the word of God. Oh yeah, there's only a next Sunday. Any questions? Please talk to me outside. Bless
Okay.
you for coming today.
Come on. Come on. We gotta get to Daniel somehow. I mean, hopefully he's not too mad at us for waiting 2 months once he sees the state of our eye. What are we still doing up here?
Hi.
Oh, hi.
I saw you out in that parking lot earlier.
Yep, that was me.
I like to be here too. We can see the whole room.
Okay, come on. Come on.
Sure teaches us classes.
Whoa. You okay? Need some water?
No, sorry. I'm just kind of sick.
Oh, that sucks. That's too bad.
Have you been to a doctor?
Hey, what happened to your eye?
Well, that's a long story.
That's okay.
Waiting for it.
Miss Sarah Lee.
Hello,
What's
Sarah.
yours?
Aw, you must be Jacob's sister. Did you get that letter from Jacob? Back when he was in California?
Yes.
Aw.
How did you know he was in Cal?
Capture card, come on. I legitimately, as soon as you fix, you mess up again.
That's how we met.
You are Daniel's brother? Really? He's always talking about you.
Hey, not too loud. Yes, I'm Daniel's brother, but I need some help.
The Reverend Mother says we always have to help our neighbor. What do you need?
What's Daniel doing here?
What is Daniel doing here?
He's our miracle, and the Lord brought him right to our Reverend Mother. I like him. He's really kind and funny.
Aw.
We play together all the time.
Who's your Reverend?
Who is this Reverend?
You don't...
Come on.
That's our mother, Lisbeth. She was blessed by the hand of God when she was my age.
I
She
doubt
can't ever sin. The Lord guides her.
it. Nope. What is this place?
What is this place?
This is our home.
Never trust a
Our
teacher who says
church
that.
and community. The Reverend Mother says we were all chosen by God.
So...
Oh, yes. He's gonna be so happy when he sees you. He missed you so much for his birthday. It will be like a late surprise.
Aw. This seemed to have panned out. Let's get in before anyone notices.
Daniel, you're the living proof of their faith. And mine. I know you understand.
I mean... Sean?
Oh my.
Sean! You came back! I knew it!
You've grown up, Enano.
Do I look older?
I imagine so. Oh yeah, he's had a bit of a growth spurt, I think. I didn't notice that before because of the perspective, but him being a bit taller than Sean now, despite him kneeling down, it's like, well, with him kneeling down. I think before they used to be a bit more even.
What? What happened to your eye?
Don't worry. It's okay.
Did that happen at the farm? Because of... me? I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
Not your fault.
Forget it. It wasn't your fault.
Come on, let us resume.
It's okay.
Does it... hurt?
No. Not as much as...
Not as much as your haircut.
Shut up. It's different.
Kind of the same haircut Patrick Troughton had when he was playing the second Doctor, so I'm partial to it.
I kind of like it. Sean, I didn't want to leave.
Now let's just get him a nice big fur coat and a blue police box, and let's just spin this off into another franchise. You know? Let's just swerve out of Life is Strange into Doctor Who.
No.
Okay, come on. Come on.
I was so scared. I even thought you were dead. And...
It's okay. We're together now.
yes. So, are you gonna stay with us now? Huh?
We still need to go to Puerto Lobos.
But... we don't need to. We have a new home now. Look.
One step.
Ooh, very manipulative. She is very manipulative. Also, she's running that casino as well, then oh boy.
Time, Daniel. Give
Ooh.
Sean a chance to process this. I'm sure
Flying
this
that.
is all
Also, that's just
so
basic clipping
overwhelming.
there. Like,
By the way,
how did that get through? Like, I could forgive that with Telltale, because I know the behind the scenes of like how they were operating at the time, lack of a physics engine, constantly overworked. This was like the one project going for this team at the time, I believe. What happened?
Elizabeth Fisher, we all prayed for your safe return. Sean,
Did you?
You must be a believer
Did
now
you?
in our Lord, too.
God, there's no lying option, you know? I'm gonna go with kind of for now, so it's like...
Kinda.
Daniel told me you had faith. That's how you got here. But first, I
no,
need
I
Sarah
don't.
Lee.
It's just... Capture God, will you please work? Please.
To grab the medicine kit. We have to take care of our new guest. This is a place of healing.
Aw. Let's do it later. I want to talk to him now.
Daniel? Now.
Okay, Reverend Mother.
Let's go, Daniel.
Whoa, whoa. Hold on.
Well, Sean.
Yeah, I can hear that tone. You really should have kept a weapon of some kind.
This is a real blessing today. You were away from Daniel for quite a while.
I was in a coma.
Of course. I wasn't judging you. So what is your plan, Sean? This is a blessed family, and it would be good for Daniel to have you by his side. You should know that the Lord has big plans for him.
Let's go and stay here for a while. I'm positive she's the one with big
Maybe-
plans.
I could stay here for a while.
You know, I am impressed
Give
by
the
your
impression there's something to
drive
work
and
with.
devotion. But small is the gate, and narrow the way. I've heard about what you did in California. How you pushed your brother into felony. This
Jesus. This is one of the weaknesses of Choices Matter as a game when it comes to a lot of like the quote-unquote bigger publishers in it. It's like everything feels so narrow. There's like multiple paths for you to take to get different outcomes or something, even in its own limited way, because of the big scope of this game and its sprawling settings. Just new location after new location after new location. It just, you can't veer off like the beaten path too much. And it becomes really frustrating. And it's like, again, like I said, you have to end up there with a shot of glass in your eye. Daniel's gonna go with or without you, and if you lean into it, you just get punished for it. So, yay.
is a terrible sin, and until you make penance for it, I can't accept you here.
Yes, trying to sound all virtuous while you kidnap a child.
What? Are you serious?
I'm sorry, my son.
I'm not your son. And Daniel isn't gonna be your golden cow. Daniel! Come on!
Why don't we ask him what he wants to do?
Do not touch me! What the fuck?
What did you do?
Nothing.
Enough. You spilled blood in the Lord's home.
Sean, what happened?
Let me be truthful
Your
with
brother
her.
came in here, impure and acting like a criminal. But he can be saved.
I love how I'm not getting the option to speak at all. It's like they keep making the wrong protagonist for these kinds of games. Like, not that they have to be, but they should be the option to be like something very social butterfly or manipulator, being able to get in there with a few words, just be an efficient operator, manipulating things to your benefit. It doesn't always have to perfectly work for you. Like, that's kind of what I want from these kind of games. Saying the right thing, manipulating the right events by placing things here and there, you know? Just being this subtle social manipulator, it would be so much fun in these types of games, and they so rarely do it. They make them socially inept, and it's really frustrating.
Daniel.
I'm sorry, Sean. She's right. I will pray for you.
I love how I don't get a single word in for my defense. Wonderful.
Then, when you're ready, we can.
She's trying to manipulate you.
Let me lead you.
God, I am mad right now.
True light that never goes out. I want to be your friend.
You are manipulating a child to your own benefit, madam.
You're crazy. Let's get out of here, Daniel.
Just talk to him, you idiot. Talk to him. Explain yourself. Just don't grab him, you moron.
I want to stay.
God, despite my complaints, it was less frustrating when Daniel wasn't here.
Just go.
There's your answer, Sean.
We're together again. So we can go, right?
Come on.
Get off me, dude! What? Daniel! Let me go, asshole! Daniel! They're not your family!
Stop it.
You just need to have faith. We'll be waiting.
Daniel!
It's okay, Sean.
Daniel!
Well, I got a killer now, so that's gonna be fun.
There you go. Satisfied? Now don't you ever come back!
Let's get up.
Come on, kid. Don't make me do this. You're not gonna win.
It's standing up, you idiot. What do you expect me to crawl away? This game has been very frustrating.
Daniel! Daniel!
You're pissing me off. This is private property. I have a legal right to stop any intruders. Like you.
Yeah, once I cross that border. Till I do. You're just murdering somebody.
I just want my brother.
But he doesn't want you.
You are a religious cult at this point. You have no more high ground to speak of. And also, I really hate, really hate. It needs to be nice character beats when they do callbacks, you know? Just like, oh, well, you did this, and we want this to happen anyhow, so we might as well throw it back in your face, is insufferable.
He was brought here, and this is where he's staying. Next time, I will not hesitate to use this.
Next time, I'm
Get outta
shanking
here.
you in the back and taking that gun.
Daniel, hey!
Sean, you are an idiot, and I hate you so much right now. You are inept in every meaningful way when it comes to these kind of encounters. And I hate you more and more for it.
Daniel.
Sean?
Oh, look, it's our mother. Yay. Wait for the capture card to work.
Karen?
You won't get him back like this.
Yeah, no duh.
Let's go.
Sean, you are really trying my nerves, just as much as Daniel now. Like, if you want to go hot, like anybody else, that's fine. But, like, I need some impact here. I've been playing Sean a certain way for a while throughout the course of this game, and it feels like my choices aren't represented in that fact, like the way he engages in the situation. It feels like they only plan for, like, one set of action to be taken and throw the others in as, like, you know... God, I forget the term right now, but just kind of give me so you're pacified, you know, you feel like the choice is being made. It's not scripting it out for different things in a meaningful way. He's still incredibly hot-headed despite everything I do, trying to make him, like, calm and rational. Pick up your stuff, Sean. Come on.
What
Okay,
happened
son.
to your eye?
Daniel.
Why the hell are you here?
perfect time to get any kind of response, but no.
How did you find me?
Well, I got a letter from Jacob. He said you were missing. And that Daniel needed help. I believed him.
So you finally decided to check on him.
You know, Sean, sooner or later, we're gonna have to talk.
Yep.
Where are we even going?
I already have a hotel room. You're gonna need to rest. And clean that dressing.
Indeed. We need to get that weapon from that man. We need to get it. I would like it to be noted I'm resisting several inappropriate jokes right now. Okay, keep that above the waist. I said keep it above the waist, game. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, what, you literally just get going and stuff again. Oh, come on. Bump off, game. Bought some clothes first, I guess?
Man. Didn't clean the pain away, but that felt good.
Look in the mirror. Pause.
Damn.
Yeah. Need an eye patch soon.
Gotta change that dressing soon.
Nasty.
Karen seems to be on the move quite often.
That seems useful. Nice little travel bag. Nothing else to really interact with in here. Let's pause.
Wonder how long Karen has been here. Did she see one of... This country is just way too big. Kinda pretty.
Huh?
Wonder if she made it.
Take it. Let's not go inspecting just yet. Tablet. Look inside. Karen's note. Capture card, come on.
Be right back. We'll find out.
I got some food in case you want to eat. New socks and shorts in the bathroom. All yours if they fit. Might be a good time to contact Jacob. His number's on the letter he sent. Be right back, Karen.
Jeez. It only took Supermom 8 years to give a shit.
Some problems and Sean went missing. I'm with Daniel now in Port Haven, Nevada. He gave me this PO box address. So if you thought, get this. I think Daniel teacher. He needs some help to get out of it. Continue more if you contact me at the number. Please hurry. Thank you, Jacob. We have the number. That might be bad, the 555, but oh well.
We've come a long, long way, buddy. This thing is killing my back. I got bruises on my bruises.
I regret giving them $1 now. Let's see. Whoa. Look at.
I really should finish reading this someday.
Open. Ooh, we'll take that. Thank you very much. Could be useful later. Oh, new souvenir. Never mind. Capture card, please.
Karen was all. I even think it's the one she had back then.
Let's take a little peekaboo.
I know I shouldn't peek, but
Condom.
whatever.
Notebook. Nah, well, I don't need to know exactly. That seems like an invasion of privacy. But just seeing what's there. Dyna bills, condoms, etc. Oh, I can't use that phone. Okay.
I even think it's the one she had back then.
Anything else to do over here? Let's just get calling. Nope. Come on, come on, good. Come on, any day now. Come on.
Hello? Jacob, it's me, Sean.
Sean? No way. I've been waiting to hear from you for months.
Wonderful.
So you found my note in your...
Yeah,
Where are you? You have to come here, Sean.
I know. I'm not... Motel.
Good. Listen, I can't talk right now. I gotta go.
Wait! Daniel, how's he doing?
Meet me tomorrow afternoon.
Randy Highway, okay. Bit public, but whatever.
There's a junction just above Haven Point. There's
Ooh.
a wild mice ranch billboard there.
Wild Mice Ranch.
Jacob,
okay.
wait!
I can't talk, Sean. Be there tomorrow.
Wild Mice billboard. Round 4.
Please.
Randy Highway.
Damn. He couldn't really talk. All this is so messed up.
Let's see, use this.
Huh. This isn't our tablet.
So, but it should be okay for basic browsing. Geolocate password is 112708. Hope you find your son. Ah, okay. And it's got a little thing covered. That's nice. Let's see. 1127.
Yay. Technology. She came prepared.
Hospitality is a little thing. Efforts, gratitude is forgiveness. Blah blah blah. Accept your Lord. Message from the Reverend is. Look forward to the Lord say bless you all. Okay, that's annoying.
The Reverend Mother doesn't look too humble.
Yeah, notice how it's and it says the Holy Spirit and the Holy Daughter. Few tourists travel from around the world to seek religion here, but the tiny Christian community of Haven Point, Nevada, charismatic pastor has inspired a devout following, as she told me in an interview at her peaceful church office. Elizabeth Fisher has spent her whole life as a humble, disciplined Lord, fleeing to the call Yeah, feeling the call to share his blah 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 blah. I had a powerful experience as a child, put me on the latest path. She's about that, not about me. And tell me, they did. Members of hushed the odd pasture and had to shine just about to share blah blah blah. Decent addition to the country. I was pretty cynical before I went to one of her revivals. You could feel the electricity when she spoke. People were crying, including me.
Looks like a roach motel.
Well,
But nobody will find me there.
cool staff. Okay, some people have some decent experiences with this. Let's look out the court curtain. Oh, capture card.
Good. At least nobody will be looking for me here.
That seems dangerous.
I'm not going out.
Yeah.
Better wait for
Really
Karen
should.
in here.
I feel like I've interacted. Ah, okay, wait for Karen. Let's not nosy through her stuff just yet. Anywho, I'm gonna pause real quick. Be back in an instant. Like I said, back in an instant. And in that instance, I had some lovely grapes. I'm out of coffee. Oh well. A sip of water. Back to the game.
Let's just rest while I wait for her.
Yep.
If she comes back.
Yeah, I have no need to poke through her stuff.
Hey, sorry it took so long. Fucking store was packed. How you feeling? Nothing broken?
Yeah.
Altar boys don't fight fair.
Yeah. I'm okay.
Double cheese, no onion, right?
Just take it and say thank you. It's
That'll
not
do.
doing that. There's no need to be this passive aggressive. I know I got issues, but it's not right now.
Got you some gauze and antibacteria stuff for your eye. Hey, don't wolf that down. Or at least take a breath.
Like you care.
John, please. Please.
Sean, I do.
Come on, Karen. Don't act all hurt. It's too late. Where were you when I broke my leg when I was 13? Not with me. When Daniel got a bad flu a couple of years ago? You didn't sleep next to him every night. Where were you? Where were you?
Fair enough. So let's talk, because we do have to get your brother out of a cult.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
To survive alone on the road for that long.
Dad taught us. Come on.
Responsibility. He always wanted us to know how to take care of each other.
Good. How did you go to Beaver Creek?
You know I don't have to answer your questions, right?
Jesus, Sean, do not make this like pulling teeth for the audience.
You're right. So tell me what you want from me, Sean.
Nothing, Karen.
I feel like I have had no impact on the character I'm playing as, which is frustrating.
I mean, what do you want from me? A fucking hug?
Hey, I just want you to know what I did and why, if you care.
Can I have the option?
So, Ask me anything.
Why did you leave?
All right. Why did you bail on us?
I wasn't meant to be a wife or a mother. I thought I was supposed to. I tried to pretend for many years. But I wasn't happy, and the urge to leave just became unbearable. I had no other choice.
Are you serious? You chose this life. You fell in love. You made your own choices, right?
Making your own choices doesn't mean you can never fool yourself, Sean.
Yeah.
After I had Daniel, you were about 8, and Esteban's garage was getting busy. There was so much going on around me, yet somehow I just felt that my own life was just slipping away. Felt like an empty shell. Sean, it was the hardest decision I ever made. I knew I might never see you all again, but I took that responsibility.
Okay. Dad knew?
Did Dad know about all of this?
I was honest with your father. We did family therapy, but
It's coming to
it
the
wasn't
table.
about him. It was me.
He was heartbroken.
He was heartbroken for months after you left. Years.
I was too. I was in love with your father. He was the best person I ever met.
But just not enough for you.
Something was missing from the equation, yeah. I was.
What are you doing here?
So what exactly are you doing in Nevada? You live around here?
No. I'm way out in Arizona. Sean, I told you. Your friend Jacob wrote my box and said Daniel was in trouble. That's it.
Let's go with Arizona.
Arizona? Holy shit. It's just lizards and rocks.
Guess I found something there. New York didn't really do me good, so...
Yeah, okay. Think I've heard enough.
I didn't have a choice, Sean. We only have one life, and I didn't want mine to be spent in regrets. For years.
It's really hard to say to your kid that spending time with them would have been regret. Like, I'm not unsympathetic to apply to want to find a fulfilling life and being in a position where previous choices you made that have resulted in consequences, such as, you know, a relationship and children, is not fulfilling you. That can be a very complicated situation. But there could have also been better ways to handle this, such as I don't know, like a divorce, or just like going off for a few months at a time, you know, a year by yourself and coming back home to the family. Take time to travel and get that fulfillment you want, but not move on and leave them behind. Or even just if you're going to bounce like that, don't completely cut off all contact in life. Just say, hey, this is what I gotta do for myself to have a happy life. I want to keep you in my life as much as possible, so I'm gonna try and reach out to you guys, as opposed to going complete cold turkey with them. There was better options on the table.
I fooled myself, thinking I'd find satisfaction into what society expected me to be, and that was my mistake. I hope someday you can understand that. But I never stopped caring about you. For what it's worth, I am sorry for hurting you and Daniel and Esteban.
I know.
I know you are, Karen. It still doesn't change the way I feel.
Of course not. I know I can't change the past, Sean.
I don't think you would. I need some air.
No, Sean, it's a bad. You're a wanted man. Don't go out. Like, they may not have called the cops to try and deal with him, or ICE, or whatever, but like, because that would bring heat onto Daniel, but they may just be petty enough to tempt it. Not gonna put shoes on? Oh, this is one of those musical interludes, isn't it?
Sean, whatever you want to say to me, this is the time. Let's just get it all out in the open. See what happens.
Why ghost us?
I mean, I get you wanted to leave and stuff. Okay.
Exactly
But why
what I
would you
said.
ghost us like that? Not even a fucking birthday card.
I thought if I vanished, you would all move on. But I wanted to contact you guys so many times. I almost did.
Wanted a clean break.
But you wanted a clean break from us.
I didn't want to be a part-time, pissed-off mother. Not fair to any of you. I left when Daniel was still very young, so he wouldn't remember me.
You hurt him worse. Yeah, he's
Cool
constantly
plan,
obsessed
Mom.
with you.
You hurt Daniel way worse. He thought you took off because of him.
I know. I hope I can make it up to you, Daniel, someday. Start by getting his ass out of that church.
Yeah.
Cult. Whatever.
Any other questions? What did you do?
So... what did you do when you left? Where did you go?
I pursued some dreams and failed. Learned the lessons. I guess all this time I tried to find out what really matters to me.
Which doesn't involve a husband and 2 kids.
Sean, I've given you some passive-aggressive ones. Just give me questions, you know? Give me the option to choose how to respond. Just don't do it every single time. I'm trying to be hurt but measured, but like, he just completely goes in passive-aggressive territory, and it's super frustrating to me.
It does to a lot of people, and I totally respect that. Just not to me. I wasn't good at making plans, which is what most of modern life is about, right? School, job, marriage. Ask my mom and dad. They wanted me to follow their rules, their faith. Oh, I tried, but I wanted to find my own way.
No security blanket. Capture card, come on.
Religion, social norms. It's just all about security, after all.
Capture card isn't helping as well. It's a completely different source of frustration.
Looked like a sweet golden jail to me. I tried to escape that.
Worth it?
Yeah.
That's a question mark. Vibe checks on these lines.
It was. For now, I've found my place in the world, with like-minded.
Okay. Come on. Come on.
I'm at peace with my fuck-ups and my decisions.
How do you make peace with bailing on your parents, your husband, and your kids?
I know, that's hard to understand. But I think people should know who they are. And not fake it for anybody.
So, did you ever actually miss us?
Come on. Come on.
Of course, Sean. I do miss your father. He had such a big heart. He could brighten up a rainy day. That was like his superpower. But above all, I missed watching you grow up. See how you saw the world. I missed sharing these moments with you, Sean.
We used to do so much. I like that.
We used to do so much stuff. Like when you taught me to ride because Dad sucked. Or when we went camping near Vancouver. Just me and you.
You always loved night skies.
I did stargaze a lot when I was in California.
Trust me, the further south you go, better it gets.
Well, we had a productive conversation with our mother. Now.
Whatever.
Again, that's not really the right tone after we've exhausted all the other dialogue options. Maybe if we, like, immediately went to it, but,
You sound so... careless. It's like you can't even realize how much pain you've caused.
I do care. It's why I'm here. To help you and your brother. If I didn't step up to help him now, I couldn't live with myself.
yeah, this is the make or break moment. Come on, come on. Ah, capture card. Let's ask for a smoke. He's clearly indulging himself.
Mind if I bum a smoke?
Sure. Still got a few left.
And I would have preferred him not to smoke, but...
Wow.
Come on. Haven't seen that like an 8.
Your dad loved that thing.
I know. Only thing I have left of his.
Oh. Capture card, come on.
Oh man.
He hated when you smoked.
He didn't want me. Early death. Fuck. Life can be so cynical sometimes.
I remember he would smoke sometimes. Long ago.
We didn't fight much, but when we did...
Oh god, I'm losing my mind right now.
I would go out on the porch and light up so I could calm down. Esteban would come over and ask for a drag. Then we'd just look up at the sky and watch the stars or the planes. I do miss that.
I used to do the same with my best friend Lila.
Yeah, we haven't seen her in ages. Is that a shoe up there?
Just letting time go.
That's when you know someone is good to you. When you can just sit together, shut the hell up, and watch the universe do its own thing.
Come on. Come on. $37 TV? What? Okay. Am I supposed to willingly back out of it, or is this just a nice little cutscene? Sand Snake Hotel. Call back to the first hotel or motel we stayed in. Some other animal themed one, wasn't it? But it was like in episode 1. I haven't played that in years. Oof. Waiting for this to go. Okay, it's Loop. Okay, go back inside.
We should go back inside. I gotta change this dressing.
Okay, let's go.
It was nice while it lasted. Now. Capture cut, come on. Clipping is unflattering.
Sean, I know I can't change the past. Or what I did, but this is about helping your brother. You gotta trust me this one time.
Do I get a choice here, or B?
I know. It's still hard.
Ah, feet already dirty just out of the
But
shower.
yes.
You should put shoes on.
We have to be a team to rescue Daniel.
We can do it.
Okay.
We need weapons. You have a dealer.
We need to get in touch with this Jacob. He obviously knows a lot more than us about the church.
Well, I called him when you were out. Tomorrow.
Okay, good. I also got these.
Clever.
Okay. Better take care of the eye.
So, do you need any help with that?
Yes.
Yes. Thanks.
So...
Seems like a bonding moment.
You feel like telling me the story here?
It involves trying to rob a drug lord, so...
When we have time.
Gotcha.
Oh. It's gotta be nasty. Resist the jokes. PG-13. PG-13. Is this supposed to be music? I have no idea. Yeah. Recently got bloodshot in my eye because of stress, and now this is giving me like anxiety.
Here, try this on.
We still need to put the gauze on, but yeah. Eye patch. Looks cool. Badass. Capture card, come on. Capture card, but you need to pick up the stack here.
Why look?
And immediately cut out straight away again.
Great.
Thank you, Karen.
Big day tomorrow, so we should get some rest.
Didn't we just take a nap? And also one earlier.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
probably
ready
like
to get
5
Daniel.
o'clock. It's like... That's nice painted background.
Sure he's gonna show up?
He better. He promised.
Yeah, no control over that.
Well, if he doesn't find us, we'll find him. I can't believe how much crap you guys have been through.
Yeah.
Makes me want to punch in the face each and every asshole that got in your way.
Yeah. Good thing we got to meet amazing people, too.
That's nice.
Life on the road is all about that. The sweet encounters.
Hope I can see them again someday.
Oh, you will. So tell me about Daniel. What's he like?
He's special.
He's definitely
Come on.
special.
Hope so. He's your brother, right?
No, I mean, like, he has superpowers.
Heads up. Is that him?
Yep. Wait here.
Sean! What happened?
Can you explain?
Jake, I'm not mad, but you better explain everything.
I didn't know where else to go. Listen, I saw Daniel come back to the camp that night. Like, he was in shock or something. Then I heard all these sirens, and I got scared. I packed a few things, I took a blanket from your tent, and we left together. I also kept the cash you made on the farm. It's in my car.
You did right.
You did right, Jake. Thank you.
You have no idea what he looked like when I found him that night, Sean. He was in bad shape, with a gunshot wound, and all by himself. I couldn't just leave him there.
What about the others?
What about the others? Hannah, Cassidy, Penny. What happened to them?
They ran over to Meryl's place when they found out Finn was gone. That was the last time I saw them. Then on our way out here, Daniel told me more about what happened that night. How...
Yeah. Come on.
He was. The blast. Daniel feels he's gotta redeem himself for what he did.
I need to get to him, Jacob. I'm the asshole
Yeah.
who went along with the robbery.
Again, it was going to happen one way or another. Players are aware of this, constantly throwing it back in the face when whoever does decide to lean into it is really, really annoying.
I'm telling you, to be careful with the Reverend Mother. She's waited her whole life for somebody like Daniel. The Reverend knows how to manipulate people. She's good at this. He wants to stay with her. Daniel has faith in the Reverend now.
I'm not afraid of her.
Yeah, not afraid of that Lisbeth of yours. I'm getting Daniel out of here.
Come on.
Carries more weight than an eye patch.
There's no way they're gonna let you take him away.
Well, too bad. We're not gonna ask for their permission. You must be Jacob. I'm Karen. Hi.
Okay. I don't know if you want to do this. But
Wild Nice Ranch. Oh,
I
that's
have
a
an
nice
idea.
photo. Hello.
I think
Very
school
thought.
must be over by now. But Lisbeth will stay at the
Oh,
church
it's
with
nice to
Daniel
see
for
that
his
out in
special
the middle
classes.
of
That'll give
nowhere.
us time to sneak into the compound before we get to them.
I'll be on the lookout. Keep watch in case it all goes to shit. Sean, stay on the walkie.
Sounds like a plan.
One more thing. We have to get my sister, too. Sarah Lee.
Really, Jacob?
Let's hear him out. Let's hear him out, Sean. Calm down.
She's with your parents.
I know.
But she's
Please,
not well.
listen, Sean.
You know what he's gonna
She's
say.
not safe here. She's sick. They believe in everything Lisbeth says. And she says she'll cure Sarah with prayers. I know you understand.
Yeah.
Right?
Damn, Jake.
We need his help too, Sean.
Yeah, we gotta get Sally out of there.
Okay, Jake. I'm listening.
Lisbeth knows.
Come on.
Sarah Lee. We need to find her medical record. I think it's in her home office. Then I'll go get Sarah Lee while you get Daniel. Okay?
At least there's one thing I'll get with me
Fine.
from this game.
Sure.
I'm gonna trust you
Wild
on
Nice
this, Jacob.
Ranch.
All good for you, Karen.
What if Daniel won't go with you?
He will. I know him.
You need a way to steal a gun or some kind of weapon. But how far away was that sign? And the one in the background from before, they just seem to be out of the establishing shot. We don't even see shadows from one another. That's impressive.
Karen?
I'm in place. I can see the whole camp.
Wonderful.
Let me know if you need anything. Be careful, Sean.
Got it. Thanks.
We gotta be careful now. If anything happens, let me do the talking, okay?
Yeah, of course. Let's get this over with.
Okay.
Gotta be way first.
Lisbeth's house is right behind the church, so in and out.
Okay. And you sure Lisbeth will have those files on your sister?
Watch out, Sean. There are people right outside.
Oh, shit. How many?
Just 3. A man with his kid on one side, and a woman alone on the other.
Got it. Thanks.
People aren't supposed to come and go around the church once the service is over. Better to avoid them if we can.
Yeah, let's just...
So, did you grow up out of here?
Another community back east. When Lisbeth...
Come on, come on.
My folks followed her and brought me along.
Must have been hard on you.
Go to church all day.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
This place feels so different when it's empty and silent.
Oh, capture card, you are a blight on me right now. Come on. No consistent sound yet. around here to pick up. Nope. No axe, anything hidden.
Okay.
I figured that's the house. Oh,
there it is. Looks empty.
Let's hope so.
Luckily for us, we never close our door. A closed door is a closed heart, she says. That's where I live. That big house over there.
You live in a castle, dude.
it's shared with a bunch of
no.
other people.
There's actually 4 families in it.
What? Seriously?
Yeah. It was the easiest thing to do when we built this
No
place.
one's inside. Good. Man, that sucks.
Well, you get used to it.
Files in there.
Karen, everything all right?
Yeah, don't worry about me. I found the best hiding spot. The view's kind of great.
Cool. Be careful, though. You never know.
Thanks, Sean. I will.
Is this
Yep.
Daniel's room?
Oh, Jesus. They are not treating him well. Okay, we'll go in the front and hide in the back. And we have an exit to the window if need be. Now, let's enter the door.
Can't believe Daniel really lives in this depressing house.
Oh, we did it. Now we have a little bit more time.
Yes, we do. Nice work. So where are the files?
Right there, in her office. Ugh, of course it's locked. Her open door speech is just another lie.
Well, the front door.
We gotta find a way in.
Fuck. Think there's a key somewhere?
Maybe she's too cautious not to have a spare set around. Whoa.
Are you okay, Jake?
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's just so full of memories and stuff.
The moat and the bean.
Patient name antibiotics for yeast infection. Okay, under stress. Okay, he feels allowed. And we got the paper there. Yeah. Let's search the drawer.
Nothing here. Nothing interesting.
Search the drawer. Huzzah.
Okay, I found a key.
Good. Let's try it.
Yeah, first let me just search this one.
Oh, shit. Looks like the Reverend Mother got to this letter before Jake. Hey, I found your letter for Jacob. Too bad Lisbeth found it first.
She took it from the mail? Damn that woman.
Yeah. She checks everything that comes and goes into the community.
Let's search. We gave her a warning. Hopefully that's enough.
Whoa, they kicked her out of church? Now they're thirsty.
Search that drawer.
Don't see anything of interest.
Let's enter here.
Is this Daniel's room? Yeah. Man. It's depressing.
Well, Lisbeth doesn't believe in material possessions, so...
Doesn't mean you need to decorate your house like a prison.
Open.
Locked, of course.
Try key.
Shit. Maybe it opens the other door.
Okay.
Sean, is everything all right in there?
Yes. We're trying to get into her office. She's locked it up, so it has to be there.
Fine. I'll let you know if I see anything unusual.
Got it.
Okay. We've searched all of those. Let's get you out of there, and we'll close this. No way to close it? Okay. That seems good. Look at this.
Did she teach Daniel how to play this?
That'd be neat. Let's see. Ooh, scissors.
Daniel's haircut makes much more sense now.
Yeah. Can I? Okay, I can't take a weapon. Delightful. I'm a little itty bitty one. Itty bitty. Oh, okay. Let's open this office and hope we find something in here. Try key. There's another room to be considered.
Yes. That's the one.
Oh, we should have closed those, shouldn't we?
Perfect. Whoa. Is this her personal archive or something?
Yeah. She keeps track of everything in here. Stuff about my sister must be in this one.
Okay, I've got something. Must be what you're looking for.
Capture card, please.
Damn. She has pneumonia?
Not taking her to the doctor? That could be
And for
lethal
what I
without
get,
treatment.
Lisbeth knows damn well she needs medical treatment.
That's criminal. She's insane. Look, she has a file on you too.
You can take a peek and see how she really treats her flock.
Man, what's all this? Were you, like, sick? Conversion therapy?
Oh,
Did
Jesus. Oh.
Wanted to cure you from being...
That's...
Pretty much. I always showed more interest in boys than girls.
Well...
They thought I was a freak. A sinner.
What's it, ran away?
Is that why you... ran away?
Yep. Took me 5 years to understand what was up. I was too scared. Confused. I really did believe I was a sinner.
Search
so
and talk at the same
thought
time,
I had
Sean.
to
Come on.
atone for my sins.
Come on. Find something. What sins?
Atone? For what sins? I don't get how they can preach this kind of crap.
Come on. Capture card, you're working?
What about Finn and I then? Are we going straight to hell?
Of course not. I just didn't know different, Sean.
We can put the capture card to work.
Damn, Jake.
After a few years, I was in a really bad place. I tried to hurt myself. Elizabeth was very upset. We had a
Okay.
long chat. She told me I should leave. Go see the
Jeez.
world and figure things out. I don't really get her, Sean. But Elizabeth does believe in all of this stuff.
I had no clue about your life here.
He is terrible.
I'm sorry, Jake.
I'm sorry I brought Daniel here. I was just so blown away when I saw what he could do. It was like a real miracle. I thought I'd found my
Find a
faith
gun.
again.
Find a
Instead,
gun now.
I just hurt him.
Excuse me. And let's make this right.
Then let's make things right. We just have to get Daniel out of here.
And now we need to
I
search
hope
his
so.
office for something
And
useful.
I'll get my sister to a hospital. Have her treated. I hope they'll help her.
Maybe not all of it, but could we give him some of it? Like half or something? We still needed to get over the border, but... Yeah, let's do it.
Keep our money. For your sister. She needs it.
Oh, I can't do that, Sean. That's a lot of...
We're okay. It will cover her medical bills.
Wow. Thank you, Sean.
Sean, are you there?
What's up?
You got company. That thug who works for Elizabeth. He's just holding some files. Doesn't seem to be onto you.
This guy is dangerous, Sean.
Lock the door.
Hey,
trust me.
I have a good plan to get him out of your way. He'll give you more time. Just give me the word.
It's dangerous, but it could help. Could give us time to search more. Okay.
Yeah. See what you can do.
I will. Get ready.
Now.
Close this.
Hurry up.
Hide in here.
Come on, Sean, we need to hide. Man, if he finds us here, we're screwed.
Hide in here. Come on. Capture card. Now's not the time. Oh, I'm panicking.
Weird. Better tell Elizabeth about this.
About what? There's nothing going on.
All right, let's see.
That's grayed out right now, so I can...
Huh? What the fuck is going on?
Sean, do you think...
It's gotta be Karen.
Oh, he's gone. Let's get out of here. Oh, man, that was crazy. I really thought he was gonna catch us.
Seriously? How can she ignore that?
Okay.
Search laptop.
Is she actually scared of me? Better get Daniel out of here before she gets too much attention.
Come on, what's...
I don't think there's anything worth a look in here.
Capture card, come on, come on, I need to hear the game right now. Guard a window. No, that's not the time. Not gonna close any of the doors, are we? Okay.
Look at that.
Ooh. That's a lot.
Sean.
Capture card, I'm losing my mind.
Yeah. I guess she is. So we're all good now?
I'll go get Sarah Lee while you get Daniel. Then let's meet up at the car, okay?
All right. You be careful, okay?
You too, Sean. Good luck.
There's Daniel? Come on.
See anything?
No, you're all clear.
Awesome. Talk later.
Come on. Ah, the bloody thing. Oh well.
Locked, of course.
I searched every drawer in the place. Come on. Jesus, Sean. Pathfind, will you? Okay, okay. Ah, this bloody thing. There we are. Okay. Capture card. I'm gonna lose my mind with you. Let's just try. Hopefully that will help.
No. But let's do it.
Oh, Lord. Let your power speak through this young vessel. I am your humble
Sean,
servant and will obey
what the hell
your
is this?
every command.
Come on, come on.
To me.
It's Daniel.
Speak.
I told you, he's kind of special.
Hey,
Sean! You came back?
enano, little cub.
Come on.
Meet Daniel.
Talk with him, Sean. Just don't talk at him. And capture card is not working.
Leaving.
I'm sorry, Sean. I can't.
Come on, come on.
And she's using you.
Daniel has made his choice, Sean. But I'm offering you to join us again. Put your faith in me, and you'll be family.
Never.
So that's your final decision. May the Lord have mercy on your lost soul. It's time for you to leave our sanctuary, right, now.
Not without my brother.
I'm not going anywhere. This is my home.
Come on. Come on. Capture card. God, we may have to take a little break right now.
Daniel, listen. She's not your family.
Sean? Who is she?
Our mother. She came here.
Mm-hmm. Come on. Come on.
For you.
Oh, praise the Lord. Another miracle at our church. Wonderful. It's
I'd love to just throw any of the evidence we have back in our face.
all right, Daniel. Go see her.
Come on.
She's right there. Don't be afraid.
I don't know her.
Of course. I know. This is hard for you, my son.
Stop calling him that. You're just manipulating him, you sicko.
Eye of the beholder.
Very
But
frustrating.
Since you are his mother, let me ask you, how could you? Child, wander alone in the wilderness. Where were you when Daniel was lost? Where?
Listen, Daniel. I came here as soon as I found out you were here on your own.
I'm not on my own.
You're in a
Children
cult.
are a gift from the Lord. They are a reward from
Oh, that's
him.
creepy.
You were blessed with a divine gift. And you cast him out into the world.
Who the hell are...
Ooh. Come on. Come on. Okay, we're gonna have to take a break. Be right back. Now, let's see if this has worked out.
Have been his mother once, but when you abandoned him, you also gave up your rights.
Isn't your God all about forgiveness?
You have no idea what the Bible says. How can you pretend to care about these two children? You left them and your husband to seek out your base desires.
Daniel, honey, she's trying to trick you. Please, think by yourself. You're smarter than this.
Daniel.
I love how I haven't had a dialogue choice yet. Mwah.
She's
Oh, for goodness sake. Literally a 5-minute break, and no better.
what happened to your father.
You don't know anything. It was an accident. That's what this world is about. Accidents, injustice, pain. I'm just so sorry, Daniel. I know how much I hurt you and your brother by leaving. I know it's not enough, but I hope we can talk about this together. That's what I've been trying to tell your brother, and I'm so glad he listened. You gotta trust us. She's using you for her selfish desires.
Daniel, this time the choice is yours. Are you going to believe her or me? That's right. You can't tempt Daniel from this garden. He'll stay with us, his true family. And we'll never leave him.
Go to hell. Come on, Daniel.
No!
I hate this. I hate this so much. Let me talk to Daniel.
Holy shit.
Reverend, are you okay?
Nicholas, they're heretics, sent to desecrate our church.
Okay, what now?
Don't you understand? This is over, Sean.
You have to talk to him. You can...
The same thing I've been saying for quite a while. Love, I had to get blasted across the room to realize that.
Convince him, Sean.
I won't leave you, Daniel. Not here.
Don't be so stubborn, Sean. Your brother chose his path.
Your friend, Sarah Lee, she's very sick. And Lisbeth won't take her to a doctor.
What? She wouldn't do
This is
that.
pointless. Daniel knows who to trust.
Ooh.
A minister from another church even sent her a letter, warning her that she's taking too much risk, that Sarah needs to see doctors.
But I don't want Sarah Lee to be hurt.
Have faith in me, Daniel. I know what I'm doing. God is speaking to me and to you.
She was kicked out of her previous church. Yeah, they knew she was crazy, so she left and founded Haven Point.
Why would they do that? Did she do something wrong?
Liar! I left on my own because they were all blind. Don't believe his lies, Daniel.
Come on.
Karen, our mother, inside her house. She hid it from you, so you never know. She's looking for you.
What? You told me she didn't want to see me.
See what you have done?
Hey, Enano.
Back off.
No one is gonna keep me away from you.
I said stop!
Don't. I came all this way for you, and
That's
nobody will
gameplay.
stop me. I'll even cross hell or whatever if I need.
Sean!
He must learn.
Listen, I did my best job to be a good brother. And I know I probably failed. I should have never agreed to do that.
How about you reference other things from previous episodes, not just the most previous one, the most recent one besides this? It's just very frustrating. It was going to happen whether I went or not. I was going to end up there with glass in my eye, whether one way or another. Maybe not specifically glass that did it, but I was still going to lose my eye as a result of this heist. And it's just... it's very frustrating.
That heist. It was stupid.
Sean, don't listen to him. He left you just like that harlot did. Shut him up.
He can hit me as much. I won't give up on you.
Don't hit him!
Don't let them do that, Daniel.
If I could go back in time, I would. We'd be in our living room in Seattle.
Yeah, Daniel, you probably should have stepped up by now, but oh well.
That would get us peace.
Oh, Capture God, I gave you 5 minutes. Your acting up takes even longer. I probably wasted 30 minutes out just complaining about you.
And snacks. Then picked the movie because we would always fight about it. And he always picked your movie. But I can't do that. All I can do now is fight.
Quiet! What are you waiting for?
We're the best team in Ano.
Stop
So
it!
we have to keep going
No!
forward.
What are you
You're
doing?
gonna kill him!
Please! He's my brother!
You can burn down our church, but not our faith. Daniel knows you're telling the truth. Don't give up.
Come on, come on. I would love to defend myself even slightly. Like, just block the blow.
Nothing is gonna stop me, Daniel. We're brothers.
I know.
Dad always said our blood link was the most important thing. You know.
Daniel, you have telekinetic powers. If you want him to stop, you can snap his neck. Or just fling him across a room. That could still happen accidentally, but still. You have superpowers. If you want them to stop, use them.
Leave him alone! Daniel, listen to him.
Ooh.
I won't stop. No matter what she does. I'll come right back. Again. And again.
Stop taking hits for nothing. Block. Defend yourself.
I love you, Daniel.
I do too.
Shut him up now.
Ooh.
Don't move.
Come on.
Stop! If you want to kill me, then do it. I'm not afraid.
Maybe grab the hammer so it can't fire. Just saying.
Shoot! Don't! Go ahead. What? Shoot me in the face. I live with you.
Come on, come on. This is getting out of hand.
Stop!
Well, time for us to take that gun. Come on. This is really frustrating. I hope you're all having a good time.
I'm sorry.
More than a second, you piece of...
I'm sorry. I was so confused. Thought she was someone else. I'm sorry.
Sean, we need to get out of here. Now.
Oh my god, capture card, you piece of work. Just work and have enough resources on board to not be concentrating on the computer.
Oh no. No. You started this fire. You will all burn in this hell.
Move. Let us go. Move it.
You won't leave this place. Not with me alive.
Oh, capture card, why are you doing this? I mean, yeah, we can just ask for Daniel. Or better option, there's some windows right next to us. Let's just make an exit. You know? I would love that to be represented in the options. You know? Just saying. Just saying. Yeah, let's just ask for help.
Open the door, Nan.
Daniel, after all I did for you, you can still repent.
I don't believe you anymore!
No, the cat. Give me my thing. It's taking it from me. It's not to hold on to. It wasn't a choice of whether or not to do it. It was a choice that's Daniel's anyway. That should be its own separate choice I make after. Not. Those are two separate choices, and just smushing them together is so infuriating. Ooh. I'm so mad right now. So mad. Oh, and the capture card's acting up. Oh no, there's just no music right now. Okay. Well, let's wait through the silence. Hmm. Hmm. You've lost your golden cow. Oh. That's sweet of them. So, just empty silence here. Could have done with any kind of instrumental, but oh well. There's only so many times I can riff about that. Oh. Well, driving along in some kind of pickup truck. Could be in better shape. Same could be said about Sean. Oh, okay, that's tender. That's sweet. I'm glad they're together again. I'm also glad all our snooping paid off. Hmm. Yes, 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 yes. Let us. Hmm. I mean, it's kind of represented. Ooh. Past one. Fair enough. Yeah, the second one was just. I wasn't sure what the point of it was. Mm. Ooh. It's joy to help you escape. Hmm. I do wonder how you'd get out without, like, hurting the guard. Well. Ah. And break it. Fair enough. use this scene. You got beat up. Yeah, I regret that. It was only $1, but still. Oh. Ah, this is very sweet things. Ooh, very good. Money worth trigger. Yeah, that seemed like the right thing to do. I wish it was like half, so we had something, and that would help the bill. But oh well. Ooh, that seemed like that. You let unleash his power on Elizabeth while he was hurting her. Oof. Like, I'm gonna look up a clip of that one later because oh boy, would that be fascinating. It's stuff like that I like, but like just the simple logic of like blast a hole in the wall. It just shows a real lack of like creativity. It shows the presence of a limited thinking when it came to like different choices one could make, and it is really frustrating. Like they put superpowers on the table that kind of opens up your choices. Also, like smushing multiple different choices into one is meh. Meh, 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 meh. Anywho, continue. Let's see that little include thing. Come on. Capture card, you gotta be kidding me.
We made it, Daniel.
What do we do now?
Make our way across. You ready?
Yeah, I think.
I mean, it's fairly easy to get across. Just break down the doors. Like the big number of instances of those walls collapsing. Very funny. Just any button. Let's get a look here. Oh, it's just the wall again. Okay. Loose up. Again, there was a number of sweet and interesting character moments, but at the end of the day, is that not working for some reason? Has that not been? I think it's been tracking. I may have to mess with that some other time. I definitely need a new computer and ASAP. I've been saying that for so long. Anywho, while there was some sweet and heartwarming character interactions, at the end of the day, this was a very frustrating episode that provided a limited number of not only dialogue options, but meaningful choices you could make, and just kept referencing the last episode where you kind of, like I said before, just kind of rebel either way, so you may as well like lean into it a bit. And it's like they keep constantly throwing it back in the face this episode, and it's really frustrating. It just, this entire playthrough shows like a surprising lack of competence on Sean's part and just self-restraint on Daniel's part, and comboed together, it's really frustrating. Oh, still, one more episode to go. We'll see if I have a better time with it. For now, I believe it is time to end this episode. So, be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell, comment something down below, especially if you made it to the end, my pretties. And do it not only for this channel, but my other channel, Third Passion Projects, a channel where I talk about all kinds of stuff and reviews of various media. You can expect a review of this game up at some point over on that channel. So yeah, be sure to subscribe to that as well. Not only this one. And what else? What else? Oh yes, do all the good stuff with the link tree, including some donating, but of course, well, options to donate, but do not feel obligated to do so. You just watching this episode is already more than enough, and I appreciate you being here. Thank you very much for your time. Now, anything else I want to shout out before I go? Not really, so it's time to say ta-ta, auf Wiedersehen, until we meet again. Bye-bye. And now to awkwardly end the recording. See you around sometime, my pretties.